It's time to be a closer. I don't even know what video this is. Maybe like 15. But all I know is we're cooking. You guys are having fun. And you're really learning a lot. And I think that is the coolest part of this. The ability to go out there and dominate the finance industry and just sell at the highest level. Now, really, this video, I'm not going to go over really frameworks or what to say. I kind of just going to go over perspective and identity and things that I think make you a closer. And if you're a bookkeeper or a tax preparer and you still see yourself pretty much just as that, I'm just a numbers cruncher, I'm just a data entry person, I just offer a service. I want you to know, if you don't change the mindset over to being a closer, over to being someone who just comes like a dog, right, every single time, you're going to struggle to make money, real money in this game. Okay, you're going to really struggle not only to make money, but to even get clients. And I think you're starting to realize that, and that's why you've kind of leaned into what we're doing over here on this channel. And I'm not saying that to be harsh. I'm saying that because most people in this space, what you're doing is you're identifying yourself completely wrong. So yeah, you do have a high-level skill, a certification, a degree, right, in tax, accounting, bookkeeping, advisory. But here's the thing. You only view yourself as someone who crunches numbers when in fact you need to view yourself as a closer, a champion, someone who can get in the game, communicate well, find the problem, diagnose it, solve it with the services. And that's really what you need to be doing. So not only are you a bookkeeper, but no, you're a closer. Okay, I'm a closer. I'm a big sales guy. That's how you need to think. I'm a saleswoman. I'm a sales guy. Not only do I offer these services, but I'm sales. You need to just brainwash yourself. I'd even go as far as to saying just walk around thinking I'm a sales guy. Start watching the sales videos. Start reading the sales books. You got to really get engrossed in this. And it's fun. I mean, even thinking the psychology of it, the psychology aspect. Dive into those kinds of things. So, don't just say things to yourself that I just do bookkeeping, I help with taxes, I organize finances. That identity, guys, is going to keep you where you're at. It's going to keep you broke. You're going to have no money. Your business will probably fall apart. So what you need to do is have an identity shift. Okay, you're not just a bookkeeper anymore. You're now a closer, right? You're someone who speaks with authority. Now let me tell you the truth. You don't get paid for doing the work. You get paid for getting clients. Okay, so how do I get these clients? The more I can articulate my words, the more I feel good, the more I'm doing all the things off the phone, outside of the meeting, reading the books, right? The sales books, watching the sales videos, practicing my script. Not only that, probably working out, eating the right things, doing everything you need to believe in yourself. Have the confidence that you need to have so when you get into these conversations, you can just go out and dominate. The thing that gets you clients, and you need to really think about this, is sales. So everything I just kind of listed right there, that's what's going to increase your sales. So sales isn't bad, it's not yucky, it's just the way that you're looking at it. And you need to look in there and get like a lion and get aggressive and go in there and sell like a lamb. So perspective gets you charged up when you're in there. That identity of being a closer will take over. All right? One thing that's important you need to know, guys, the people who win in this industry, they're not just the bookkeepers. They're the people who have the best identity, have the best work ethic. They view themselves as a closer. They're always staying up on the technology. They're doing all the things, right? Instead of being shy and being weird and being scared and being introverted, what you need to do is step out of your shell, view yourself as someone who can speak well, and what do you know it, all of a sudden you will start speaking well. I want to paint the difference very clear here, okay? Most bookkeepers, most tax preparers, you guys get on the calls, and what I'm hearing is, just talking with you, is your internal voice is saying things like, I hope they like me. I hope they see the value. I hope they sign up, right? A closer gets on that same call and they think, if this person is a fit, I'm not letting them walk away without fixing this. You feel the difference there? Where like one is hoping and the other is leading. Now this is internal dialogue. Does that make sense? Okay, good. All right, so listen, guys, when you identify as a closer, listen, you're going to avoid talking about money. You get uncomfortable asking direct questions. You let people think about it. You let deals walk. So listen, when you don't identify as a closer, you avoid talking about money. You get uncomfortable asking direct questions. You let people think about it. And you let deals walk. And then you sit there wondering why your pipeline is dry. But then when you become a closer, guys, you ask better questions, you challenge them, you lead the conversation, and most importantly, you create what? You create certainty, right? Because when you're going, they're going. And people don't just pay for bookkeeping. What do they pay for? They pay for certainty. The reason they got on the call with you in the first place was because they feel like the roof is falling down. Now they have to reach out to you. You got to speak like you know what you're doing. All right, so remember, you create the certainty. They pay for that certainty. It's a transfer of certainty. Does that make sense? Like, think about it. If someone's really terrified, they're weak, and they're scared, I'm not going to send them out to do something. But the person who is like, yes, sir, I'm ready to go do it. Sign me up, kind of thing. We're going to send them out, right? Does that make sense? And that's how you have to be. Take a deep breath here. You can tell I get really excited about this stuff. Just so you know, the next time you're on a call, I don't want you thinking, I hope they sign up. I want you thinking, this person came to me for a reason, and if I can help them, I'm going to make sure they move forward. It's literally your duty, okay? And that's not being pushy. That's being professional. And guys, if you can't close, you don't have a business. And I think you know that by now, right? When you first started this journey, you were all inspired, you were all motivated and driven, you were ready to go, ready to attack the world, you got the certification, you got the degree, right? Then you finally fell on your face, and now you are overthinking when you're getting into these sales conversations. Heck, some of you won't even initiate reaching out to someone. I don't know what to do. Well, look it up. Figure out what to do. Look, a real closer, a real business owner is going to look it up and figure out what to do. You're not just a bookkeeper. You're a business owner. Business owners are closers. It's something you guys got to think through and finally figure out, right? And I think the number one thing you need to get away from is thinking like what I call a technician. And what I want you to do is step into the role of thinking like an operator. And operators are closers. Does that make sense? Good. Well, listen, I hope this video, I really hope this video did a lot for you guys. Really understand that you have to read the books. You have to watch the videos. You have to practice the word tracks. You have to envision yourself in the situations and role play. Find people to role play with, right? You have to start viewing yourself as a closer and make it fun. You need to be working out. You need to be eating the right things. I can't stress enough, the more you learn, the more you earn. So the more you learn how to talk, the better you understand psychology, the better you understand the framework, the better you understand tonality, how to basically identity frame yourself so that you can go out into the world and do things that you've always wanted to do, right? And that will help you accumulate small wins, so you'll just go out there and sell like crazy. That's pretty much how it works. So definitely like and subscribe. I know you guys love the video, and keep up the great work. I know you guys are busy during tax season. Bookkeeping's going wild. Advisory's fun. I know you guys are having a blast with that. So whenever you need me, shoot me a message. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.